Hello everyone, welcome once again to another Power BI related tutorial by Team SlideScope. In this part, we are learning about creating a simple interactive dashboard for USA pizza orders analysis. In the dashboard, you can see we have prepared a simple visual or simple report where you can see total number of orders, average delivery duration, average distance, average of toppings, density, count of orders and average delivery duration by restaurant, count and average delivery duration by category. So here you have category like category of payment like online or offline, order count by payment method, order count by city, order count by state. So the data set that we have got is from Kaggle, and we have just used the data as it is by just changing the name. So here you can see other values also which are related to what causes delay. So that is for the second part. In the first part, we are just trying to build this summary dashboard to understand from where or what are the different features where we are getting most number of orders. So let's get it started. So the data set that we are using in this project is enhanced pizza sales data, which has sales values from 24 and 25. You can read more about the dataset. It is uploaded by this particular user named Akshay here, and it user has mentioned why you should use this dataset. It is ideal for sales analysis and reporting, machine learning models, etc. Here is the dataset. So you can see order ID, restaurant name, which I have just trimmed, location of restaurant in USA, order time, delivery duration. So delivery location is of different cities of USA. So it is given like this. Payment method, traffic level, whether it was medium traffic or not, toppings count, pizza size, delivery duration, order time, delivery time, everything is given here. And this is given as restaurant average time, order hour, traffic impact. So uh, this is given, and on the basis of this, number of orders can be something that we can consider as our target field, and we have different type of categorical fields. We will try to analyze that. So let's get started with that. So we will open Power BI desktop, and in Power BI desktop we'll click on Excel workbook because file is given as a Excel file, and we will simply open it. Once you will open the file, you will find a sheet that you have to select. Sheet is basically the name, and here you can see we have order ID. All the columns are properly matching with their respective values, and we will load the data. Once the data is loaded, we will simply rename the data set. I will name it as pizza orders. Now we will insert a text box. This text box will mention something like pizza orders analysis, or so we'll simply name it as USA pizza orders analysis. Align it to center. We will make this, make it bold, and we will align the text box in centers because we will probably use two sidebars for different filters that we have. So now before we start, I have an image that I have created using Canva. So you can go to Canva and search pizza icon. Sorry for the spelling there. So this is a free image that I am using in this project. So I am using that pizza icon here. So first of all, I'll select that. Next thing is, in the same folder I have put this file. So this is for pizza colors. Okay. So for example, let's say it is our logo, company's logo, and company will provide you some kind of colors. These are hexadecimal colors. So one is orange, purple, and yellow, which you can see in the icon. So that is something that we are going to use. How to use that? So suppose I want to use this purple as our font color. So I will select that, and I'll go to or select our text, and here I will click on more color, and here I will paste that. So this will select or bring me that icon. The thing is somehow the text is, yeah, altered. So we will select this. Selecting that text should be selected. We'll click on colors and we'll click here, and then we will apply it. Okay, and this way color will be applied to it. We can go to text effects and enable shadow and visual border if needed. I'll just enable shadow, and this will create our heading. Next is we will insert a sidebar. As I said, sidebars can be used for placing filters. So I will insert a sidebar or a shape which is like this, rounded top. So this is something we can put here, and in this shape we can use some color which is light. For example, we can use this color, and I will place this pizza icon over it. Next, for the border also of this shape, uh, so here is general tab where we will find the border. So for the shape I want to find the border, actually it is given in here. So here I will select the same icon or same color as a border. So I will use that, and now you can see that particular icon is now hidden behind it. So we will go to format and send to back. So this way we will have the pizza icon as we wanted, and with the on this sidebar. Next we can create another sidebar here where we can put other filters. So here we are going to use other icons, or maybe we'll see what icon can we put here. There. So now because I want to have more space for my visuals actually, so I will use the heading this way, and actually I will align the text on left hand side, or maybe by putting in center I will give some space, and I will insert another image uh, showing a delivery guy delivering pizza or something. So we will use this. It's not necessary to use them, but I'm just using just to give a reference to other people that we are doing this kind of analysis. So this is a simple USA Pizza orders analysis. This is the dashboard layout that we have prepared, and now we will save our work. Now here we have a column called order ID. So we will create another table, or we can create measures here also. So we will create a measure, but I will try a new table. So first of all, I'll go in modeling tab and create a new table, and I'm going to use an empty table, and I'll just call it measures. Okay, you can say that cannot be reserved string, so we will call it measures table. You can see if it is a reserved name, you cannot use it. Now in the measure table, we will create a new measure, and our first measure is going to be count of orders, or orders count, however we want to write it, and that can be counted with the help of distinct count function, or it can also be counted with the help of count rows function. We are using distinct count, and we'll use a column name, and that column will be from pizza orders table, and in pizza orders table we have order ID. Okay, so considering that order ID can contain some repetitive records, so that's why we are using distinct count. It will count total number of unique orders from the order ID table, and once it is created, we will now place our KPIs like this. So this will be our KPI, which is created with the help of card, and I am just going to put orders count here. So you can see there are 1004 orders. Now in call out value, I will use the same color, and in category label, I will use the second color which is close to this, or I already have that orange code with us, so we can use that as well. So we can go to the tab, and this is the code. So whatever is preferred you can use. So I'm going to use this one because it has better visibility. Now this is order count, and we will simply go to general tab, effects, and enable a shadow here, and I will go to properties, padding, and reduce some padding from top so that we can place it in center. So now we have the orders count measure or KPI here. We will copy it and we'll see what other KPIs can we bring here. So we have delivery duration in minute, our second numerical column. So we will try to find out what is the average delivery duration in minute. For average delivery duration in minute, we will write average delivery duration, and here we will write or use the average function, and in the delivery duration minute. Although these things can be directly used, but we are just creating these measures because these measures can further be used in other type of DAX expressions. So we'll create that. So, and here we are going to place that. So this will be average delivery duration, which is showing us 29.49 minutes. Now because there are distinct number of restaurants, like you can see page lit, I have just, as I said, I have just trimmed the names. So the for you can see for them, they have already calculated the restaurant wise average time. So this is something that you can select if you want to see restaurant wise their own average time, but we are not going to use that for now. Here we have toppings count and distance in kilometer. So let's say what is the average topping count. So we will copy that, and this time, as I said, you can create measure or we can also drag the value from here. So like on an average, how many toppings are required or how many toppings are ordered by customers. So here you can see it will show some by default, which we can change to average, and we can rename it from here. So we can call it average topping count. So you can say on an average people are ordering 3.36 toppings in a pizza. Similarly, we can create another, like we can copy it one more time, and here we will try to see what is the average distance in kilometer. So here you will find distance. So what is the average order distance in kilometer? So here also we will select, and this is average distance, so which is 4.95. Now when we are going to add more filters here, so you will be able to see this average getting changed for different you know, type of values. So we have total 1000 orders. Average delivery duration is around 30 minutes or half an hour. Average toppings that are required by these customers are 3.3. Like people are mostly ordering 3 toppings on their pizza. This is average distance, and let's create another. Next, we also have the topping density. That means with respect to the size of pizza. So we will also check what is average topping density here. So we have topping count, restaurant average. This type of things can be used as KPIs. So whatever you want to use, I'm just showing you a way to show them. So order count, average delivery duration, average topping count, I'm showing them, but you can also use multiple other KPIs in your report. Now next we will see location wise. So like we have estimated duration in minutes, delay in minutes. These type of things can also be created. So we can be used. So that's why we are preparing one dashboard. Like this is a general dashboard, an overview or a summary. Okay. In second part, we will see factors contributing to delay of different pizza deliveries. So that will be our second chapter. In this part, we will see location. As I said, in location, you can see it is given as this. So it is given like city and state name. So what we can do is I will simply go to edit query from here, which will open Power Query Editor, and this location I can separate them. Like I can separate them as city and state. So first I will go through it and make sure that in every case we have comma, right? Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I will right click, or I will click it and split the column by a delimiter, and that delimiter is comma for us, and it is occurring one time, so it doesn't matter if we do each occurrence. So you can see now one column is split it into two columns, and here you can see we may have a space. So we can, if you see there is a space, you can go to replace values and write a space and replace with, so that is space will be removed. And if here also there is a space, but here we have to see leading and trailing spaces, we have to consider them. Next we can right click this column, and if we believe there are some spaces, so we can go to transform and trim. This will make sure that leading and trailing spaces are trimmed. So you can see the query here also, table dot transform columns hashtag replace value to, then it is selecting location dot one, that is the column name, and applying text dot trim. Okay, this is applying this function. Now this is city, so I will simply rename is at city or county, whatever proper name for this is. And this is a state code, so we'll rename for this as state code or state. Now after making changes, make sure you, and once you have done that, now you will see the result in your data set also. Now what we are going to do is one by one we will select these parameters and explore the data. Like we will see city wise order count and average delivery duration, like that is our area here. Like these are the two fields that we will consider in this example. So for that we will select a stack bar chart, and in the stack bar chart we will use this much width because we want to place three charts here. Here we will put city on y-axis, and then on x-axis we will put delivery, uh, first of all number of orders. So order count is this, basically the measures that we have created. Okay, so this is orders count. So one thing, and order count by city, you can see from Atlanta we have most number of orders, and we can also see top n cities by order count. uh, that is for that purpose what we can do is we can go here, and city is all, we'll do top n here. Let's say which are the top 10 cities or top 5 cities by order count. Apply filter, so now you will see top 10 cities by order count. Okay, so this is something you can do. And first of all, let's customize the styling. We'll go to effects, enable shadow, one thing. Then we will have order by count. So we have a title here, and in title text color we'll use this color which we used for our visuals also. Align it to center. This is a column or a bar, right? Because a stack bar, so this is a bar. So we'll go to bars and select it. and here we are going to use the same color that we have in our toppings, right? So this is something that we can do. So you can see city wise information here. Next we can copy this data. As I said, we cannot put everything in one dashboard. This is just a summary where we are considering or doing orders analysis. So we are considering order count as our main metrics. So city wise order count is created. Next we also have restaurant. So we want to see restaurant wise total number of orders received. So for that we can also create line and stat column chart. So by copying this, I will just select line and stacked column chart, and instead of city we will select the name of restaurant. Obviously these are some dummy names, but in actual you can see restaurant that is called PAP has got most number of orders out of these 1000. Here also you will see that city filter will be applied because we copied the visual. So make sure if you are copying the visuals, you are removing any filters that are applied there. Next we can go to data labels, and you can see the data labels above them. For data labels, the value color that we have is this color, which we can select something from our theme, and we will select it. One more thing that we can do here is we can, because it's a line chart also, so we can bring something in line, and that is average duration. That is the second chart that we have. So average delivery duration, and now you can see order count and average delivery duration. Because we have enabled the legend, that's why this information is coming here, and size has the graph size is lower now, or a smaller size is there, so we can disable them, and we can try to put the title in one line. So we can write something like orders count and average delivery duration by restaurant. So for now I'm just going with count and average delivery duration by restaurant. Or but important thing is to analyze that in this particular restaurant average duration is 30.2. For it is 28.2. Okay, so you can see that data also. Next thing that we can do, this line color that we have, so we can select a line color from our theme itself if needed. Currently the color that we have is the default color. I can select another color like this yellow color. Okay, so this will show restaurant wise performance also, like which restaurant is delivering food on correct time, like average delivery time also. And next time when you will do delay analysis, then also you will be able to visualize that. So now you can see I have similarly created another chart. This is a donut chart. It is also used to compare distribution of different categories in total. So for example, if you see here, 71% are orders from online. So what I have done is, in our data set we have the payment mode information. So we have information like what was the payment method or payment category. So payment category was online or offline. So on the basis of that we have that. So you can see by payment category number of orders that were paid online are 71% of the entire data. Similarly, we can copy this, and after copying we can use another chart that we can use for comparing, that is a funnel chart. In funnel chart we will use payment methods. So when you will use payment method, here you can see order count by payment method. So we have to change the title, so it will be simply order count by payment method, and which gives us an indication That card is the most preferred payment mode here, or payment method here. And these numbers that you are seeing here are coming from these data labels. So we can select this color to show those numbers. And here you can see display units, value decimal places, label content, inside center, outside center, wherever you want to show, like percentage of first, percentage of previous, how you want to show these numbers. Like here you can see these numbers are showing percentage of first or percentage of previous. So for example, payment method by card are 276, percentage of first is 100%. Then of those 276, what is the number of payment made through UPI? So this is what you can learn from here, from this particular data. Next, as you know, we created two separate columns. One was city name and other was state name. And here we have shape map. Shape map is not by default there. In options and settings and options, you will find this option of enabling a shape map in the preview features. So from here you can do that. So here we have location, and in location we are going to add shape or state, sorry. And in a state, whatever states we have in the data set will already be covered like this. Then the for color saturation you have to choose whatever field you want to. For example, here if we are considering total number of orders, so in color saturation you will select that. Then you will go to fill color setting, and in your gradient you will select a color. So we are selecting this color. So I'm going to select this color and its color code. And when I'm selecting this color code, I will select a light color to represent minimum values, and then I will select the dark color to represent maximum values. So you can see minimum is one order in a state and maximum is 128. This is obviously a synthetic data set. So here the number of orders are that you see here. These number of orders are just dummy orders, but actually if it is a big restaurant chain, or if it is a set of restaurant chains from where people order pizza, so this is something that will have thousands of values. So you will have more data here. So that you can do. So I'm just changing the title and effects accordingly, like I'm changing shadow. So this is something will show us order counts by state, which gives us an information that in Texas we, or from Texas we have the highest number of orders. Another information that is given here is order month. So we can check on the basis of order month, and let's see other examples also. Like you can see order month is given, weekend is false, yes or no is given, pizza complexity. Basically, they have not given what type of pizza is it, but they have given order month. So, yeah, pizza type is given, sorry. So, now comes the interesting part. We want to see pizza type wise number of orders, and we will group them by order month or rank them by order month. So, we will use a ribbon chart for this. First of all, I will copy the styling. Now in x-axis, I will add pizza type. So because this is going to be a very complicated kind of graph, I'm just showing. So it's not necessary that you also create it. I also want to check pizza size. So okay, let's do it pizza size wise. I'm just showing because it will be better to analyze. So we will put month or order month on x-axis. So it will create 12 columns. Number of orders on y-axis. So here, for example, we have the pizza orders. So number of orders on y-axis. As I said, it will create the columns. We can go to data labels and enable, or in value we will select this color. Next is This is not important because now we want to put something as a legend, and that will be pizza type or pizza size, whatever you want to select some categorical field. And now it shows us this data that you can see whether it's any month, number of orders for medium pizza are more. For some months like March, number of orders for XL pizza are more, in October also, and for every month number of orders for small pizza are least. So this is something that you can get. Here also you will see colors. So for example, here we have columns and colors. So for large, let's say we are selecting this color. For medium, let's say we are selecting this color, or maybe this color. For small, we will select some other color from the palette, or let's say this color. And for XL, I'm going to select a blue color. So this is just a data. So this is order count by order month and pizza size. So the only thing I want to remove from here or change from here is order count by month. So we are writing month and pizza size, which will give you an indication which pizza is getting ordered more in a particular month. Now we have a sidebar where we can give the interactive filter feature. So we are giving this interactive filter feature here, and here we will put things like city and select slicer setting as a drop down, and we will select city information. Similarly, we will create another copy, and here instead of city we will select pizza type or whatever categorical fields you have. Okay, before copying, actually what I will do is in slicer header I will use the same color that we selected, so that you know it represents the theme properly. Then format painter, and we'll apply here. So we'll format the painter, apply it here. Now we will copy. So this is city pizza type, and we can just reduce its size so that it is properly inside. So this gives us the filters which we can select to visualize any data. So this is a simple tutorial for beginners. You can try this tutorial to learn usage of simple visuals, when to use which type of visual. You can learn from here. Like, you will see a practical use of bar chart, funnel chart, practical use of ribbon chart, where you are seeing rank of different categories for different type of other categories. So this is something that you can try. If you have any doubts, you can ask them in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.